So today's lesson, we're looking at really the issues you get when you try and get shaft lean, when you try and get that ball and turf contact. Part one of this video is the one that preceded this video, and that talked about how we create shaft lean and the issues you might have with creation of shaft lean. Today we're talking about the things that happen when you try and do it but don't do it the right way. The two common things that people talk about and what we see is strike, where people trying to shank it or hit it way in the heel. Secondly, people hit the shots that go a long way to the right when they try and get shaft lean. So keep watching to find out why that happens. So what we see is people, when they try and create shaft lean, they think, oh, how can I create the shaft lean? And you'll see here just by this action I'm doing. When I try and create shaft lean, see how my arms separate from my body and the handle moves out and away. Now when the handle moves out and away, I'm presenting the heel of the club to the ball, but I'm also going to make it very difficult then to release the club to square it up. So we need to do a few things to make sure that doesn't happen. The most important thing is we achieve what I would call connection and release at the same time. So when I'm swinging through the golf ball with this shaft lean, my lead arm is going to supinate like this to release the arm, release the wrist, release the club head. You'll see here as I supinate how that club rotates and turns over and squares up. If the arm separates away and almost gets a bit chicken wingy, you'll see here how the face stays open. But also what you'll see is as the arm separates, how again the club head goes further away from my body, therefore producing a poor strike. So there's a couple of things you can do to achieve the right feels. One of them is a simple drill using your hand. So put your lead hand on the club, take your trail hand, spread your finger and thumb apart like this, put your thumb on your pec and put your finger in your bicep. Make some swings and try and make sure these do not separate. And when we get to this finish position, try and get the butt of the club to point somewhere near the golf ball, and also the elbow, have it in the position where it would be rotated and supinated. So if you imagine you were trying to catch rain, that's the feeling with your arm you want. Obviously, if you rotate it too much, there's a chance you'll turn the club into too closed a position. If you have a neutral grip, you can really go for this and it won't turn too closed. You can go for it quite hard and not worry about it. Once we get past this point, the club will recock and then the elbow will be hopefully at its maximum rotation and just fold up to the finish. But that's the feeling we would want. So this is drill one. It's harder than it looks. You want to keep them on, so that means the chest or torso keeps rotating and relocating, but the lead arm gets that supination and connection to make you go through the ball. Now keeping the connection stops the arm going out and away, so it gets your hand path working in. And obviously the rotation side of it gets the club face working correctly. So the two things together give us the correct hand path and club path, but also gets the correct release in the club to hit those straight shots. The second way of feeling this is take a secondary glove or a head cover, put it under your lead arm, nearer the back of your arm rather than the front of your arm if you can, because that keeps the back more intact, the torso working in a more recruited way with your scapula and your shoulders, and again that'll feel the connection. So the connection, and then you can concentrate then on the rotation or supination of this lead arm. So we still get shaft lean, there's the lean, there's the rotation. So that's what we're trying to feel. There we go there. Shot that just turned over slightly. It is slightly off the toe. But apart from that, pretty pleased with the kind of effort. Now when the glove's under your arm, the swing will probably be a little bit restricted. That's absolutely fine. We're just trying to feel that connection, the hand path and the supination. That's all we need to do. If we do the rehearsals where we focus a lot on the shaft lean, again matching the centers, which is what we talked about in the previous video, then hang on to it. That's going to give us the real combination of controlling that club head, allowing us to get the shaft lean, which gives us the centre of mass in the club, centre of mass in the ball for contact, de-loft in the club, so it does longer penetrating shots, and also it'll help us hit that ball and turf without any of the drawbacks of the poor contacts and the shots going to the right. So there you have it. The ideal way to control shaft lean, to practice shaft lean, can be done at home. You know, the finger and thumb drill can be done at home. The glove under the arm drill can be done at home, just swinging in the garden. Using patio door or bifold door to work on achieving the shaft lean and positions as you do it would be ideal. I think it would be great. It's a little warm-up before you go and play. So have your breakfast, go in the garden, do some swings, then get off to the golf course and go and enjoy your round. If you've enjoyed today's video, please click like and share the video. Please also post down below any current problems you have in your existing game, any things you'd like me to focus videos on for the future. It really helps if I have an idea what's going to help you, so the videos really hit home. I'd also like to invite you to post any feedback on the channel, what you'd like to see me do differently, if anything. So thank you for joining me today. Hopefully you've subscribed already. If you haven't, please hit my logo down this bottom corner, and I hope to see you back here real soon.